That's Taco Tuesday with a difference as we bring you the ultimate steak taco using ribeye, which we're cooking up with a homemade salsa and fresh guacamole. I'm Jeff Philbin. This is Dinner DeeAs. Since it's Taco Tuesday, we want tips from the top, and who better to share how to make the ultimate steak taco than Chef Rene Valenzuela, making a return visit to the Dinner DeeAs kitchen. My friend, it is always a blast when you're here.
Thank you, thank you.
We're so excited to have you back here
Enjoy it.
because Chef Rene is the man who started Taco Bus and now runs Rene's Mexican Kitchen in Tampa, where he serves up a curated menu of award-winning tacos, most recently winning Best Taco Award at St. Pete's Taco and Tequila Festival.
Right.
How much does that mean to you to win?
Oh, it's awesome. I especially like this award because there's 30 different food trucks and all taco trucks, and the people go around, they scan a QR code, so they're the ones making the vote in an independent app. And then you can actually see the app and how the vote is moving, and then at the end, so is it people's choice? And we you know, is this a vocation that requires a lot of work, and when we get a little violation, is very sweet.
It's fun to be celebrated, man.
Yes,
you
absolutely.
You should be celebrated because you are a champion at that. You're a champion in life and a champion when it comes to a taco. Because today, Chef Rene is sharing his recipe for ribeye tacos, which he's making alongside a fresh salsa, and he's even giving us a guide to great guacamole.
Absolutely.
Now, that all sounds great,
Yes.
but it's all about the beef.
Oh,
I
yes.
mean, you got to have great quality ingredients to make a taco that's deserving of your
You got
title.
it. That's exactly
That's
right.
it?
Yes. So we got a ribeye, which to begin with is a great cut.
Okay.
And it's not only that, but it's choice,
Now,
and it's a
Looking
black
at
Angus.
this from above, someone at home is not going to have this, ready to go. I mean, but
Well,
what can we say
I
now?
wanted to show you how we do it because we buy wholesale, but you can go to your favorite butcher shop and get your steak, and then you go from there.
Now, if someone at home is like, well, hey, what if I did get this? You could be able to do quite a bit, not just for the tacos, but find a little bit of some savings too if you wanted to vacuum seal some
Right.
of the portions, and then you could be able to have great steaks at,
Absolutely. If you
cost.
vacuum seal it, it's really awesome. You can actually even freeze it, or you can use half of it for your holiday ribeye on a prime rib on your stove, and then the rest on the grill. And then so in Monterrey, Mexico, where I'm from, the northern side of Mexico, we do a lot of grilling, and of course the ribeye is one of the favorite ones that go into the grill. Because,
What makes it so great to put on the grill? Like, what should you be looking for? What makes
well,
it so
well,
nice?
the first is the quality, and then you see all this marbling that goes inside.
Okay.
And then so this part of the ribeye is my favorite, which has got all these different cuts that provide different textures. This one right here is the Espinalis dorsey, which is also called the ribeye cap, and that is the best taco. That is the best steak, and the whole cap, they're the best. There's no question about it.
The ribeye cap is your
The
favorite.
ribeye, it's just the best.
But you can only find this with a ribeye.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, so the New York strip and all of that, so they have different, some of the same muscles but different, right?
Oh.
And then so here we're gonna cut one of steak, and because we're gonna do it in a griddle, we're gonna do it about an inch. So that way you get a little bit, so not so big. We don't want to do it 2 inches here because it will take forever. So here we go.
And this is going to be the most common,
look at this.
Look how beautiful it is.
Oh,
Look at all that
beautiful.
caramelization of fat.
Yes.
And this is what someone would be seeing at their local grocery store.
Right.
About a cut
So
that size,
Right.
about an inch.
Right. And then the butcher still will do it. So I'm going to do the beef tallow, which of course comes from all this fat. When you melt it, then you get a little bit of this instead of using oil, which it gives you a high point. Which this comal or grill is really hot already, and that's what we want. We want it to the smoking point, and then I'm going to add the steak. Then now we're going to be a little bit. Oh, can you hear that?
Oh, I love that. You can already smell that.
Oh, you can smell it. Oh my gosh, yes, immediately.
To try Chef Rene's ultimate ribeye taco for yourself, grab his recipe at our website, dinnerdeas.com. Grab your phone and open the camera app to scan the QR code down there in the corner of the screen, which means just point your phone at it as if you're taking a photo. A link to us should appear. And next, we're going to be making a ranchera. salsa over
Right,
here.
right.
So what is a salsa ranchera? What's the ranchera in salsa ranchera?
The ranchera means from the ranch. And so this is something you would do at the ranch or at the barbecue in your house when you're doing this grilling. And so we did it also at a restaurant that I used to have before I immigrated to the United States. That was in 1995. So it's been a while.
Wow.
Yes. And then so you put all the veggies in the grill. So if you're grilling at home, you put in your fire, the guests are coming, you put all the veggies to put on the grill. In this case, we're gonna do it on a griddle. And they go all there whole like that, just like that, except for the onion.
Okay.
That we're gonna, if you wanna pass it to me real quick.
Sure.
With everything, thank you. We're gonna slice it. This one goes sliced, and we're gonna grill it the same way. We're also gonna use it for the tacos a little bit later.
And right now, what do we have so far going to be meeting with these onions over here?
So we're gonna make the salsa with these different vegetables, right? And then we are going to use it also for the steak.
And so I see some tomatoes here. We got a jalapeno.
We got a tomatillo. Right.
We got the onions here.
And then I'm missing a garlic that I'm gonna add there in a minute. And then so that's all we need. So we're gonna grill them, and they're gonna get charred. So you can't screw this one up because it's gonna get hot. But also we don't want it too hot to where everything is burned outside and it doesn't have time to get cooked and juicy and gooey and all of that.
And release all those beautiful
flavors.
Right.
So I'm gonna turn this steak now. You see how it looks?
Look at that!
Oh my gosh!
Oh, come on now!
And then we're gonna put a little bit of salt. A generous amount of
You're
salt.
just putting salt. You're not
Right.
putting any pepper on it.
Oh no.
If you put pepper on it, you could burn that, and that's gonna change the entire flavor profile.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's gonna. You're right. It's gonna burn. You know what? When I was here, people were asking me what was the secret of what we did in Mexico, and I couldn't remember the recipe. Like, oh my gosh! And then it came to me. We just did salt. And I just went to a trip to Argentina. And of course, I went into this field trip, going back into all this, back in the kitchen, and guess what? All they do is salt. Because grilled beef with that salt, that's all you need.
That's all you need?
You don't want to mess it up.
I'm taking this all
now,
in,
if you want to
friend.
put a little bit of your seasonings, that's fine, but
it's just
we have plenty of stuff coming up later with the salsa and the guacamole.
I can't wait, because while we sear our steak, we're taking a quick break. When we come back, how we turn these veggies into a sensational sauce. Ahead, good ideas. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. It's Tuesday, but not just any Tuesday. We're calling it Taco Tuesday, and not just any taco. Chef Rene Valenzuela is here to share how he does the ultimate ribeye tacos with ranchera salsa and homemade guac. Before the break, we carved ourselves a ribeye right out of the Flintstones, searing it in beef tallow in a hot, and I mean scorching hot cast iron pan. And while that cooked, we started the veggies for our salsa, which we heated in a grill pan, tomatoes, tomatillos, jalapeno, plus sliced onion and garlic, then flipped our golden brown delicious steak. Just before the break, we get these beautiful colors. I mean, this is just, like, look at this. On both sides, look at that. Stunning. Now, I can take this off and let this rest?
Put it on the side,
okay,
so you can see the crust on top. That is the beauty of the, but we want to take it off the cast iron grill.
Okay.
We're just going to put the steak on the board,
okay,
and we're going to let it rest. So that way, all the juices are going to go back to where they need to go, and we're not going to be getting the juices all over everywhere. But so right now, it's perfect. So the way I like it is somewhere between medium rare and medium.
Okay.
Somewhere in there, I don't know what that's called, but that's like
medium rare plus almost in a way where it's just kind of like just teeter-totter.
It's getting to the medium, but it's not quite there.
So somewhere around, like, say, 130-ish or so, right about that, 125 and above.
You mean the temp?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. Yes, I would probably say closer to 140.
Or even higher than that. Okay.
Right. Yeah, that's what I like. But then you cook it any way you like it.
Okay.
Some people like it really more towards a medium rare, which is also really good.
Yeah.
But for this, we'll do it. Everybody likes it medium. There's hardly anybody who likes
middle
it.
for everybody.
But some people like it well done. but not today.
What do you, I mean, well done. When someone says that, like,
Not this cut. You know,
not this cut. This is too nice of a cut
Right,
to
right,
go
right.
that way.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
But
so that is just going to rest. That we're
Right.
just going to let that come together here while all of our grilled vegetables are just beautifully charred.
Yes. So we're gonna put them like right there, and you can see that. So you got all these char spots. That's really good. That's all flavor, and we do that in Mexico with the moles, the salsas. A lot of the things are grilled and they're charred. That is a positive thing. And we did it, like I said, on a cast iron grill here, where we can also put it on top of the grill. And then we also have something called rescoldado, which means is that when you're, but you have to wait until you have the charcoal at the bottom almost dead.
Yeah.
But it's not dead. It's gray, but it's got some heat still.
Yeah.
And you put it inside right there with inside touching all the hot ash. And that will cook it. And so that's called rescoldado. And that is, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. I don't want to put all the onions.
We're going to save some because we're going to use some of them for later. So we got some right now for the salsa ranchera, some that are going to come back with our.
And then just a little bit of salt. That's all we need. And then at the end, we're going to add the cilantro. But right now, we don't want to make a mess. And then so you could do it on a stone grinder, which is called a molcajete.
Okay.
You do it little by little, and it also provides a little bit of different texture on that. The truth is that most people don't have a molcajete anymore. So we're gonna do it here, not in the blender. You can do it in the blender too, but what I want is a texture that is coarse.
So the food processor is better to keep it coarser because,
Yes.
like, if you were to use a blender,
Right.
too smooth,
It
too
will
much
be
of a
too smooth.
puree, and
Right.
then it becomes too much like just a soupy sauce versus
Right.
texture.
This is what I want in this salsa. I want texture
Okay.
that is gonna be on top of the steak, but you all can also eat it with the chips and salsa.
Come on
Yes.
now. Come on
So
now.
we're gonna do this. Wait. Look at those colors.
To grab Chef Renee's recipes for this salsa and how he does everything else for his ultimate ribeye taco, grab it on our website, dinnerdeas.com. Just scan the QR code in the corner of the screen to get right to us.
All right.
That's the texture you like?
Yes. You see how it's chunky?
Oh, come on. Oh.
We gotta do it a taster spoon, see if it's okay with the salt.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little bit more salt.
You know what's the beautiful thing with cooking with you, my friend? Vegetable, grill, salt.
That's it.
That was it.
That's it.
You know, there's not much more. You're letting the vegetables do the talking.
Right.
The salt to just
And
accentuate
you don't
it.
have a million little things that you get lost. It's like the steak. You start putting all those different spices, and all of a sudden it's like, what? Lavender and ding, and daran, and no. I want steak to steak steaky. And
the
these
simplicity
vegetables
of
is
this.
simple. And that's very much the way that we cook in the north of Mexico. Oh, so let's try it now. Oh, I need another spoon.
Okay. And then
Oh, this is good. That's it. You can eat this on tostadas on top with the topos. I can have the whole thing.
you're gonna have to fight me for the whole thing on that one.
Okay.
Steak, check. Salsa, check. And when we come back, we get the guac done too. And Chef Renee shares his hack for how to get your avocado just the right texture ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz, where we're making the ultimate taco on this Taco Tuesday with Chef Rene Valenzuela. He runs Renee's Mexican Kitchen in Tampa and is here today to share how he does ribeye tacos. Before the break, we let our cooked steak take a rest, taking it out of the pan and covering with foil while we worked on our salsa. Adding the cooked tomatillos, the tomatoes, the garlic, and jalapeno to the food processor, keeping half the grilled onion for later. Then we blitzed it to just the right texture. We tasted it. We added a little salt.
Yes.
We added a little cilantro as
Right.
well. It was really good.
Yes. Too bad we didn't bring any chips because it would, well, good we didn't bring it because we're gone.
Because we still got to do a show here. And I see over here, we've got chorizo.
Right. Yeah, this chorizo we make ourselves the way that my ancestors did it in Sonora, Mexico.
Okay.
So it's a home family recipe. But you can buy chorizo at Publix, Walmart, everywhere now. We're gonna put a little bit, because we are gonna really throw this taco over the top. You were saying over the top.
Part of it all. What do you have going on in your chorizo? What makes it so special?
the chorizo from the northern side of Mexico, it's a little bit like every recipe really. They're more simple than the one on the north. They're on the south. So in the northern, so this one has got chile ancho, chile guajillo, oregano, and cumin, which is like very characteristic, and it's got garlic and also vinegar. But if you were from the south, it would have another 10 ingredients, cloves and ginger and this and that. But we don't, at the north, we don't cook it that complicated. No, not that much. And then so here we're gonna make basically some choriqueso. It's gonna be a choriqueso that's gonna go at the base of this ribeye taco, just throwing it over the edge.
Teasing me even more. You're just teasing me even more to grab Chef Renee's recipe for the ultimate taco, which is not a tease. You just got to go to dinnerdeas.com or follow along right on your phone by scanning the QR code down there to find us.
And that's it. This is simple.
It's very simple.
Boom.
All
Okay.
right, I'm going to keep an eye on this over
Right,
here.
right. Yes, excellent. Yeah, just kind of turn it so that it all cooks well and kind of
I will do that. Now you got to
Yes.
show me
Okay.
a guacamole over
Well,
here.
so we're gonna open our avocados. How beautiful they are.
Now that's pretty soft. That looks great. That's
Oh,
coming right
yes,
out. But like
yes.
sometimes when you go to the grocery store, you get an avocado that's just not that.
Well, no, you have to wait because you don't want, for this preparation, you don't want it hard. You know, people for another preparation, maybe you want to keep it in shape, say for example, for a sushi roll or something, but no. So this one has to be
If
soft.
someone at home doesn't have this just kind of literally coming right out and just already creamy, any tips, tricks to the trade here?
Yes, so you are going to put it in a paper bag.
Okay.
And then put it in a warm place. So maybe close to where the refrigerator is blowing a little bit of warm air, or maybe in the porch, you know, outside, and that's it.
Okay.
So as you can see, I put 2 avocados here, and I'm going to do a third. Depending on the size of the avocados, these are kind of small, but they're really good, and they have to be. Hass is the best avocado here in Florida, so this is what you're going to look for. Beautiful avocados, Hass avocados. There are other brands like Fuertes, but Hass you can go wrong. But you wouldn't do the Caribbean ones or the Florida ones because they're too different.
They just don't have that creaminess
That-
behind it, that
yeah,
texture,
yes.
that bite, because it's now going to mix in with so many
Yes.
other beautiful looking ingredients. What's
So
going next?
so now I smash it a little bit, but still you can see some particles there, so it doesn't look like a puree. And then I do the rest of the ingredients. Again, you know, a little bit on eyeball depending on how big the tomatoes are, the onions, and then I have a serrano pepper.
Okay.
So the serrano pepper is very flavorful, and I took some of the seeds out so they wouldn't be so spicy, but a little
Spicier
bit.
than a jalapeno?
Oh yes, definitely.
So the serrano is more than the jalapeno.
Yes,
So at home,
it's smaller, but it packs it packs heat.
okay, a little
Now,
cilantro.
a little cilantro and salt, okay? And then lime juice for a little bit of acidity. And that's all you need.
That's it.
That's it. So I'm trying to catch here the seeds with my hand, but you can do it different ways. There you go. Oh. So now you can do the ribeye with the guacamole as a base, and that will be an excellent taco on its own.
Yeah.
So now all of the stuff that we're throwing on top is just taking it as good as you could possibly dream a taco. Boom. Okay?
Yeah?
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's fresh. Just, you know, it's like boom.
I love it. I love it. Oh,
And you can feel it crispy,
delicious.
the aromas.
Our ultimate taco is very nearly ready. We'll get it all into the tortilla when we come back ahead on Dinner Dish. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz, where we're making the ultimate taco for an ultimate Taco Tuesday with award-winning taco expert, Chef Rene Valenzuela. He runs Renee's Mexican Kitchen in Tampa and has been sharing how he makes the ultimate ribeye tacos. Okay, this looks so good already, but now it's got to be becoming assembled.
Right.
It looks like you've taken that chorizo, you've added the onions that we had from earlier with a little bit of a cheese blend here.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
what
So-
type of cheese do you have here?
So we have a little bit of mozzarella with provolone, I'm gonna throw the tortillas on top.
Okay.
So as you can see, so the bottom really is un chorizo con queso kind of deal. And then on top we're gonna do the ribeyes. So that's already melted. So we're gonna grab it like this. And then we're gonna put the ribeye that you very nicely diced. Thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure, chef.
And then we're gonna put a little bit of guacamole here on the side. Boom, like so. And then a little bit of our salsa to top it all off.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Look
at
at
that.
that.
Oh my gosh.
That right there, that is an ultimate taco over here.
Oh man, I'm salivating when I'm doing this.
Oh. Show us one more time.
So we can do it, or,
That's
or you can help yourself with a griddle. I have to grab it with my hand. And then so here, so we're gonna do your carne asada on top, made out of ribeye. We're gonna put a little bit of guacamole on the side, like this, and a little bit of salsa.
And that's it. And
that's
it's
it.
a one-way ticket to just taco heaven right now.
Yes. Here you go.
Look at that. Oh, I'm going to heaven with this one here. This was heaven. Thanks to Chef Rene. Grab his recipe for this ultimate taco at our website, dinnerdeas.com, where we also have a link to his restaurant, Rene's Mexican Kitchen. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time with more ideas for dinner, or as we call them, Dinner Diaz. I'm taking
Oh, absolutely. I'm going just right after you.
Go for it. Okay. Boom.